right, so we got the Echo patch notes for this second mid-month update, and unfortunately there are very few surprises here. It's literally just Echo and a tiny bit of Ebony Maw. So we got this one new uniform, which is Maya Lopez Echo from Marvel Studios Echo. For those of you that have seen the show, I'm sure it's probably very true to life, which is very cool. I mean, I'm excited to see the animations and things like that, but yeah, I haven't seen the show, so I don't have any point of reference. The one nice thing to note here is that they did offer it at 50% off because they know that the 50% off discount is coming very soon. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do this for Thane and Ebony, but they did do it for Echo, so that's cool. Now, she remains a speed type, so she cannot compete directly with Hope Summers, Nebula, She-Hulk, Titania, or work together with them in female hero combat ABX. And then, yeah, as a speed hero, she's obviously still going to compete with the likes of, for PvE, with the likes of Luna and Spider-Gwen, which, let's be real, that's not going to happen. And then for PvP, well, yeah, she's going to have to be really strong to do anything in PvP because of the likes of Wolverine. We've seen even powerhouses like Spider-Man get put down because of people like Wolverine. So, yeah, speed types do have their work cut out for them. And we've also seen how little of an effect Black Swan had on the meta, and she was a native tier 3. But anyways, I digress. Her uniform effect increases her dodge by 20%, her damage reduction by 25%, and then she also gets this excluding boss, ignore enemy damage decrease by 30%. Now that's new. That uniform effect is new. That last line is brand new. So that's pretty strong that she ignores enemies damage decrease by 30%. She should hit enemies pretty hard to ignore that much. The dodge is the same, the 20% dodge is the same, and then the damage reduction is only being increased by 5%. So it's not a lot on the first two, but then it's a brand new stat. Leadership is exactly the same, 60-60 with the debuff cleanse for speed type allies, that's fine. Her passive, 35% guaranteed dodge, is the same. She now has a 40% chance to penetrate super armor, immunity, and invincible, which is up from 33%, which is nice. But it also doesn't include shield. So enemies that are like PvP characters that have a lot of shield on skills could give her a hard time. And then the 25-25 skill damage bonus damage is up from 25-15. So again, just minor tweaks here and there, nothing crazy, nothing wow. And then again, only the last line of her uniform effect text being actually new. Her passive is exactly the same as before, 20% ignore dodge and 20% chain hit damage reduction, or decrease, sorry, for speed type allies. I mean, this is good. You can see why Agent Venom is so strong. He applies the same effect, but Agent Venom also has an artifact that gives even more buffs to symbiote allies, which Echo does not have access to. Now, I've seen a lot of people comment about this. Echo gets 1, 2, 3, 4 skill changes. So the one skill they didn't change is her second skill. Now, when I saw this, in my mind, I thought, oh, doesn't Echo have iframe ignore on her second skill? I could have sworn that Echo had iframe ignore on her second skill. She doesn't. She does not. I'm not trying to confuse you guys. I just thought she did, and I thought that's why they didn't update her second skill. Anyways, she doesn't have iframe ignore before. She doesn't have iframe ignore now. That's basically the biggest issue here, and it continues a long line of critiques that the player base has had, that I have had, etc., about PvP characters not having iframe ignore, and just how stupid it is in this day and age to expect a character to do well in PvP without iframe ignore. It's just not going to work. And remember what I said not that long ago in this video about Spider-Man being pushed out of the PvP meta? Well, guess what Spider-Man has from, what, 2 years ago? Or no, not 2 years ago, a year ago. Guess what Spider-Man has from a year ago that Echo doesn't have? That's right, iframe ignore. Yeah, that's right, iframe ignore. Same artifact, which is cool. And now Echo can go to tier 4, which is also cool. Echo does have some abilities that Spider-Man doesn't have, like this debuff 60-60 lead, which is very, very strong for speed types. And the, she has a lot of defense, right? The chain hit damage reduction, the basic damage decrease. Okay, like she's got a lot of other passive tools, but not having iframe ignore, man, that's really bad. Like, that's really bad. It genuinely, it is really bad. Now, I still think if she's strong enough, I still think you could maybe make a otherworld battle team. I want to put this out there briefly because seeing their moves recently, they give Angel debuff cleanse on his passive, not a leadership, right? They move his debuff cleanse to his passive. And then we know that Maya's passive for speed types has always applied, right? Which is chain hit damage reduction and ignore dodge. So now you have two speed type allies with very strong passives for PvP. Put that together with Spider-Man and a couple of other clowns, maybe Black Swan and somebody else. I don't know. Maybe it works. I have no idea. They would have to debuff Wolverine. They would have to, you know, yeah, they would have to do a lot there, but maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe they're going for like an otherworld battle type vibe. I have no idea. I still think it's frustrating, for sure, absolutely. I still think it's stupid. I still think it's overpriced. Like, you're telling me I gotta buy a seasonal uniform for Angel, pfft. Then I got a tier 4 him, pfft. Then I got a tier 4 Echo, pfft, who's a premium character, pfft. All that shit just to have maybe a good otherworld battle team sometimes. Nah, get the hell out of here, right? Anyways, her third skill and second skill have almost the same name. It's Choctaw Smash and Choctaw Charge. So they got real creative here, guys. But they did give her a 15% heal on her third skill, which, oh wait, she already had. And they gave her accumulation with 1.5%, which, you guessed it, she already had on her third skill. Then her fourth skill, oh, it gives her a 15% heal, which, oh shit, she already had that. So she keeps the 15% heal. Oh, 5% invincibility. She had immunity before. So the invincibility is slightly better because it'll give her super armor, but then the damage proc is exactly the same. And then her fifth skill, oh, it gives her a 40-40 frenzy buff, which, let me check here. Oh, yes, she already had. And the incapacitation is not new either. And her fifth skill now doesn't have anything. That's right, her old fifth skill had invincibility. So they decided to just switch the invincibility with the immunity. They just swapped it. They're just like, hey, the invincibility's on 5 and the immunity's on 4. We're just going to swap them. And then players will think that we did something new, when in reality, we didn't do anything new. So yeah, I am fearful. I'm fearful that whoever designed this character from a balancing point of view is the same freak show that balanced Ebony Maw and Thane. And you have someone who just doesn't understand the game, who doesn't want to understand the game, who doesn't understand ARPGs, who doesn't understand meta, and just decided, you know, oh, I'm going to trick the player base. We're going to pull a fast one on these guys. I'm going to swap 2 words around, and we're done. Like, literally, this took, what, all of 2 seconds? They just copied and pasted, right? They copied and pasted all of her effects. Just copy, Control-C, Control-V. And then they just moved the invincibility and moved the immunity. And that's it. It's done. The percentages are almost identical as well. It's 125 versus 95 here. It's 130 versus 100 on the fourth skill. It's 80 versus 145 on the third skill. Like, these are, you know, it's 95 versus 130. No, that's the first skill. It's 100 and 130. Yeah, it's whatever. They are slightly different, but this is crazy. No new effects, 1 new passive. It's just boring, dude. It's boring. I mean, this is the thing. Echo is not a popular character, right? So why give her a tier 4 at all if you're not going to try? Just don't give her the tier 4 then. But if you're going to make up your mind to give her the tier 4, and you know she's not a popular character, then you have to make her strong. Like, this is something that the new devs, the new balancing devs, just do not understand. The old balancing devs understood. And they said, okay, you know what? We have really strong characters that are marquee, like Iron Man and Spider-Man and Jean Grey. We're going to make them strong. But we're not going to give them uniforms very often, so they will have a big spike of usage, but then they will slowly decline. And then for the characters that are, you know, not popular, we're going to make them strong in the few times that we do buff them, and the few times that we do give them uniforms and tier 3s or whatever, because we know they're not going to sell otherwise. That's what the old devs did. The new devs, it's just like, I don't understand this character. I'm 5 years old. Copy paste. Okay, bye. Her tier 4 is boring as hell too. Look at this shit. When you activate her tier 4, she gets a 50% max HP increase for 7 seconds. That's not a heal, by the way. That just increases her max HP. Oh, okay. And then when she uses any of her skills, she increases her attack by 30%, which stacks up to 90%. Wow. Really, really incredible, guys. The level of commitment here to giving us a subpar product is truly out of this world. Really, you know, all of their creativity went into the dev note, obviously, because they have the F team, not the A team, not the B team, not the D team. They have the F team working on Echo. So yeah, this shit looks ass, bro. This shit looks ass. And again, I point out that you guys are really doing your best to kill all of the anniversary lead-up hype. They posted this 9 hours ago. Agents, the 9 anniversary pre-registration ends soon. Be sure to sign up and earn rewards. And that's cool. That's cool and all, right? They have these cool infographics. The most popular uniform. Smooth jazz. The most popular tier 4 heroes. Jean Grey and Thor. Wow. The most defeated world boss. We've seen this already. But listen. You guys want all this hype. Look at this. Look at this shit. You guys can't even break 200 likes. There are 5 comments in like 12 hours. You guys have 5 comments. Do you know why you have 5 comments and only 177 likes? Because no one gives a shit about this. Because you guys fucked it up. So, again, I'm not going to be like the super salty dude. You know, whatever. It's so annoying to see, you know, this is like an I told you so, but it's like I didn't want to have to tell you so. That's what it is. It's an I didn't want to have to tell you so. I should not have had to told you so. Like, literally, I said this a month ago. Plainly, right in their faces. I said a month ago, do not kill the hype before the anniversary with bad updates. Do not kill the hype right before the anniversary by releasing garbage content and garbage characters with stupid balancing. And then they're like, you know what? We're going to cook up Angel. You know what? We're going to cook up Ebony Maw. You know what? We're going to cook up Echo. Okay, fine. Whatever. Listen, some players are happy about this because they see Sentry on the horizon. They see these other native tier 3, tier 4s on the horizon. And they're like, skip, 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 skip. Yeah. Again, I'm of the opinion that every product they make should be enticing to the majority of the player base. Clearly, I'm in the wrong. Clearly, I'm imagining some sort of world where the people who balance this game actually understand the game on any sort of level. And then we have the 9-year anniversary card, which is not premium, so you can't craft it. It's good for new players, but keep in mind, remember, new players also get the Doctor Strange cards these days, which give Pierce. So you're not going to use this card. It's just a free card. It's sort of like a tradition that is useless, but that they keep on doing. I don't mind it, but I also think it's kind of silly at this point. They should make the card premium, like, just for fun, right? There's no doubt. Oh wait, they don't want to give us a free premium card. That's right. Never mind. And then I did not imagine it in a fever dream for the first time. They are, in fact, improving Ebony Maw's leader. They're improving his leadership from 40% to 50%. However, they're not just doing it for his General's Hands uniform, which is the newest one. They're also doing it for his old uniform, Dark Obsidian Armor. So, remember when I said there was no point to buying the General's Hand because the passive buffs are the same on his old uniform? Well, now the energy attack leadership is going to be the same as well. So again, I don't understand what the devs are doing, but they're basically saying, hey guys, please don't buy this uniform. Please don't buy it. It's not good. It's useless, right? As a support in a leadership, it's useless. Just stay with the old uniform from 2021. Okay, if you say so. If you insist that I save 1,000 crystals, hey man, making my job hella easy. So yeah, and then unsurprisingly, the forums has spoken loud and clear with 3 times as many upset emojis as anything else. So yeah, big shocker there, guys. Hopefully this doesn't cause people to uninstall the game before. I mean, that would be an overreaction. But yeah, this patch looks boring as shit. I will be live tonight just to take a look at Echo and you know, doodle around a little bit with her skills. But yeah, don't expect this update to move mountains. Just stay on your, you know, nose to the ground. Stay on your grind. Grind up those carbonadiums, right? Get those tier 4 materials, whatever. Start stockpiling your gold. I think the fun updates are coming. I hope the fun updates are coming, but there's sure as shit not here, because this shit is straight ass. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit me up in the comments down below. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.